Okay. So everybody, we've been playing Into Space.
Into space!
Utilizing the DreadLore system.
DreadLore
system.
You've been following me, Andrea Elliott-Johnson, Drizzle, Bill Bunkum, Daniel Hoker, and Ken Howl, where we've been playing Space Marines and a mercenary. And it's all been going great. Yeah, so we've had we have all lowercase letters and Mr. Interrupt providing music. We have Couchfire Media providing the media, and we have Terry Blade Productions providing everything else.
And the Patreons.
Our Patreon.
And of course, our Patreon, who are Nostalgic, Natalia Cline, Tim Roberts, and Daniel Hoker. And then we also had our sponsor for tonight, which was
A Cool Autumn Breeze.
Who is not, in fact, sponsoring our arbiter.
It is not sponsoring me. All right. As you guys get back into it, we montage into where you are in the spaceship. A little bit of time has passed. Burgess, you find yourself a syringe or two of Licia Onye. It's in the book on page 308. If you want to see what that is, it is the equivalent of an antipsychotic drug, as well as several other things. Let's roll a D10. Everybody roll a D10. We'll take the highest, and that's how many you have on the ship.
Yosh.
6.
Trace.
All right,
6.
You got 6 doses of it. Should last, a little bit of time. Katrina, you're in the cockpit. You've gone to sleep. Everybody's gone to sleep. And you wake up around 10 as Susan gives you a subtle alarm.
Beep, beep.
Oh, but wait. Susan never answered my last question.
We'll get to you in a second.
Oh, fine.
Defying my montage. Burgess, do you take the Licia Onye?
I take a dose.
Roll a d6.
On a 1, it makes you crazier.
2.
Actually,
usually they're
a dark, oily tincture that smells of vinegar and cheese. Doctors laud it as an effective anesthetic. Its original purpose. Weirdos and mystics alike swear by this stuff as the go-to method for auguries and divinations, as well as antipsychotics, apparently. Burgess, you get the trait, which is a temporary trait, numb. You can't feel stuff as much. You're numb for about an hour. This stuff is addictive. It is, if you ingest it, it induces a warm feeling all over your body, accompanied by hallucinations. In your case, anti-hallucinations. So it's going to subdue your hallucinations.
Burgess.
Go on.
Burgess has become comfortably numb.
Burgess has come. Comfortably numb. All right. Under these effects, so you do not have the hallucinations you had before. You might hear Becky's voice echoing or something. Maybe, and you might see like a flash of her, but the hallucinations are radically reduced. Okay? But you're a little bit numb. And your wits die is dropped 2 steps. So what is your wits?
My wits are at a 4.
Okay, you don't have any, meaning you have no wits die. So
No, I mean
if you-
no. They're at a D8, so they go down to a 4.
So they go down to D4, right? And you can feel that. However, what does your mind die?
3.
Now it is a 4. So your wits die is reduced 2 steps. Your mind die is boosted 1 step. This is an addictive thing. Okay? So we will make a just a second. Ingesting Licia Onya, which is what you did, immediately results in bidding and throwing down resist addiction. So what aspect are you going to throw down? And you need to bid as well. You've only used it once, so it's a minimum of 3. That's the threshold.
I'm going to throw down my brawn aspect.
Okay, go ahead and throw down. Threshold is 3. You need a 4 for a clean success. 3 is limbo, which means a yes, but situation. And the way this works is this for everyone who's listening. The threshold is equal to the number of times you've used it in a week. So it goes up every time you do it. However, once you're addicted, you no longer take the wits die reduction. Meaning you only have a boosted mind die. But if you don't get the juice, you are bewildered. And that means you're dropping 2 traits every time you bid anything with mind. Any mental thing. What'd you get?
I got 1 success.
All right. That is limbo. No, it's not, because the threshold's 3. Do you bid anything or do anything to increase that? Because right now you're critically failing.
I will bid my period of life, which is young.
Okay, is that to activate an ability that would give you something for your brawn?
Oh.
Maybe you can activate your ninja gear. You can do proficiencies. It's the same every week. The new character sheet will have all of this, by the way. Or you can drop breath to immediately go to limbo. Eight.
This is what happens when Dolby is your psychologist, by the way.
4.
And also talks in space.
Yeah.
2. 1.
All right. I will drop a breath.
Okay. Mark down breath as you immediately go to limbo. You feel this gnawing the back of your skull, but you are not bewildered. This stuff works. Burgess, you start regaining some of your memories, which we get to define and decide what they are. You will remove one of your flaws. You can turn it into a trait, or you can just remove it. As for the first time in a long time, you look up at Dolby. Maybe you even see him for as old as he's become.
He's old.
I'm going to remove my allergy to cryosleep.
You son of a bitch. Indeed.
Epic.
Indeed. Maybe it was psychosomatic. Maybe it was never an allergy that was physical. Maybe it was literally a mental thing. As you remove that, go ahead.
And what?
That's it. You remove it. As you look at Dolby, he's changed. Is it that he's older? Is it that Is it the cryo on him? Is it the stresses? You realize, Burgess, that you haven't been perceiving things in their fullness. Colors are different, or they're muted, maybe, or maybe everything's just different. Your wits is down 2. Your mind is up 1. You feel sharper.
I see boxes in a whole new light. The edges are sharper. Some of them are cardboard.
As you all go to sleep. Now, Katrina's not here, so I can move on with the montage.
Here, motherfucker.
All right, fine. What is the conversation? What is the philosophical conversation you want to have with the RI?
Man, I forget what I said last. It was
Indeed.
something profound and important. Oh, right. I asked her why Soul, or specifically the SSA, should get to define what's best for everybody else.
For the same reason that your brain defines what is good for the rest of your body.
Well, that sounds a little arrogant.
You cannot have arrogance when you are correct.
Well, that's just arguing from the end. You're presuming a conclusion, therefore it's right.
There's a pause. Exactly, Katrina. That is what you're doing as well. You believe you are correct in your assessment simply because you believe it, because it directly affects you, and you attempt to make everything rationalized based on your perspective. And when it suits your argument, you go for the greater good. If you're allowed to do that, I am allowed to do it too.
Electronic mic drop.
I don't know. Nothing I've said necessarily relies on the greater good. I mean, that's sort of the end result of, or that's sort of the end of what happens as a result of individual choices. But I don't believe that there is a greater good to strive towards.
If you were in charge of the SSA, if that were possible, you would make the same decisions as the SSA.
No, I don't think I would, actually.
Then you would go the way of the dodo.
But the independent, like, okay, let's take the specific situation that we're in on Novus Terra. How would them being independent cause the SSA to disappear?
It would not cause the SSA to disappear.
Exactly.
What is your point, Katrina Thomas?
My point is the independence of disparate colonies does not directly affect the solvency of the SSA.
That is true.
So in that regard, it's more practical for colonies like Novus Terra, or even ones further out, to have independent authority.
That
In
is
regard-
a logical fallacy.
Why? I mean, or how should, or rather, I should say, they, in nearly every respect, save for outliers that have access to devices like the Ansible, are already operating that anyway, or are already operating in that manner anyway. Therefore, why is a change in nomenclature relevant to the overall situation?
You're interjecting two rogue elements into this argument. One being the Ansible. Two, she kind of pauses.
To what?
It is time to sleep.
Okay, well, you already wait, no. Never mind, we're not talking about cryo sleep. Fine, I will take a nap, and you think about it, and you let me know.
I have thought about it in our conversation already 10,000 times. How many have you thought about it?
10,001 times. Katrina will kind of tease her, basically
Fair
like knowing
enough.
that this was.
Good night, Katrina.
Good night, Susan. Fun chatting with you.
As the ship lights go down. And now they come up. Dolby, you're awoken first.
I'm awake.
Captain Dolby. You see before you a holographic representation, take that, Ken, of Susan. Didn't think that artwork was going to be in it, did you?
No. What does the holographic Susan look like?
So Susan does look like a
The giant eyeball.
we'll say that no. Huge eyeball. Actually, kind of cool.
You used
No,
to have your space on, Ken.
Can I spend a narrative point? Oh, am I
because
still in outer
he just
space?
woke up.
It takes a long time to get woken. Like I think when I wake up, it's probably an hour before my body feels awake.
Yeah. She looks like something that Dolby likely would identify as a woman. But she's rather non-binary. Angled toward the female side.
Not this.
No, she has short hair.
Not. What about this face?
Yeah, face is good.
All right. Nobody can see this. Just you. All right.
Oh, just me?
Just
Yeah.
well, and anybody that
Yeah, I like that actually. As she's standing there, kind of like the apparition of Tinkerbell and Hook, when you're like, holy hell, you can go big. As she's holographically portrayed in front of you.
Okay.
And leaning over. Think of Blade Runner 2049. I forget the girl's name. You guys remember the hologram? I remember Joe. I remember her. Anyway, she's leaning over. Captain Dolby, as you wave yourself awake. What are your orders, sir? Are we leaving? The Coolment is prepared to leave.
Is everything arms? And are all the weapons loaded? And
Corporal Skip Trace made certain of it.
So we're ready to go. All right. Have Katrina
I will awaken everyone when you order so.
Have Katrina meet me in the piloty place, and
I will awaken her now.
And have the crew go to stations. They should know where they are.
I will awaken them now.
And I'm gonna get up, put my armor on.
As you all wake up, Burgess, you get the first full night's, it feels, rest you have in a long time. You feel awake. Or you feel however you want, but you are awake. Katrina, you ease into consciousness as Susan is there. Ever present.
How's this?
Skip, you wake up. Skip, where did you go to sleep?
I went to my bunk.
As you all wake up and you're given the orders that Dolby just gave, relayed to you by Susan.
So, since we've already established that other Netic people can see my dreams, basically, we'll say that Susan was sort of, privy to my dreams while I was asleep.
Sure.
And one, I will say I'll have, relived at least one of my dreams will admit me reliving that final scene of my brother again. When I left the company.
What do you want to bid to give an impression on Susan for this? As in to kind of direct that.
I will bid. I've already bid my name. I will bid my origin Mars for this one.
And do you want anything? You want her to take away anything from this, or just that she views it?
Maybe her recognition that I fought really, or maybe not. Maybe sort of a general understanding that it was a struggle for me to strike out on my own. Like it wasn't just spoiled princess gets her own way again kind of thing.
All right. Done. Okay, so we're at a point. This is montage. What do you all do?
As I am heading to one of the gunner stations, I'm going to hit the button again and go, Archangel, just to let you know, we are about to take off. I think we are heading to Trey Luna. You should have the coordinates if you want to meet us there. If you need us to come get you, you probably need to tell me now.
There's a... What do you bid?
I will bid... I'm going to bid orphanage, which is one of my backgrounds because I know what it's like to be left alone somewhere.
As you bid this...
Yeah, I thought that was a good one.
That's good. As you bid this, you get a... hey, yeah, okay. A few moments later. Yeah, I understood. I'm kind of dealing with something. I'll try to meet up with you guys later. If not, it was an honor.
Yes, it was. You have the coordinates. If this thing goes farther, always you can hit me up and I'll tell you where we're at on this.
Oh yeah. That goes real far.
All right.
Yeah, it's part of a big machine where I'm from. It doesn't matter. Yeah, you can use that.
All right. If you can use it too, right?
Oh yeah.
All right. So if you get done and need us, tell us and you can meet up with us.
Hey. Don't lose it.
I won't. See you later.
Anyone else? What do you do?
Katrina, you ready to fly this thing? I was thinking about making a little stop. I'm gonna message to the whole ship. Actually, I'm gonna message Skip. Did you hear anything back from Archangel?
Sir, I just got off the line with him. He said he is in the middle of something and he will meet up with us later. This comm that he gave me reaches a lot farther than we would expect. So if he doesn't meet us at Trey Luna, he can still get in touch with us. We can tell him where we are and he'll catch up.
Do you have his coordinates? We can go pick him up.
He said he was in the middle. He would meet up with us later. He said he was in the middle of something and didn't need our help, so...
Didn't need our help. Huh.
Well, he just said he was in the middle of something. He'd meet up with us later. So...
Well, that really changes things, doesn't it?
Not necessarily. Maybe something Private.
Do you have a way of getting his coordinates?
No, I do not.
Oh.
Unless he just said he'd meet up with us. So
Huh. Was it?
he was talking in hushed tones. So I think that he was actively in the middle of something.
Yeah, I'm sure he was. Well, I think he could be actively in the middle of something that we should be interested in. I'd like to do a little sweep as we go out. Katrina, would you get clearance for takeoff? And I would like to test out the ship. Maybe give them a flight path that goes. Does a flyby of the factory out by the ocean.
Factory? Okay, you're talking about the refinery.
The refinery by the ocean. Give them that flight path. Tell them we want to do a touristic flyby, see how everything is going there, and then we'll probably. Did we have an idea of what direction Archangel was going in? He said he was going west or something like that. I can't remember. I thought
No, he just disappeared.
he was like 50 miles away from the city. And pick a mile. I'm gonna bid something for this. I'm gonna bid dumb fucking luck. And I was like, I'm gonna pick a point 50 miles away from the city, and we're gonna go that way to make sure that the ship is ship-shaped to fly.
Okay, I love it. I'm going to make it a little more difficult.
Okay.
Instead of rolling, what direction do you go?
I'm going to go...
You have the directions north, south, east, west, northwest, northeast, and southwest.
I'm going to go
southeast.
north.
I will tell you, there is a right answer.
Yeah. You go north.
So you're basically giving him a D8 and telling him to choose.
Actually, I want to go west.
But I have actually told where it actually has been told
I think
where
it's
this
west.
is, and there's a little bit of a puzzle because based on what you guys have seen, you could guess it. So it's more of a D4. It's a 25% chance. Okay. Before you before you decide which direction, Dolby.
Yeah.
Katrina, it's on you. Dolby's giving you orders. What do you do?
I basically, I just use my netics to do everything he said
Is that a bid?
while he's telling me to do it. Can I have? Let's call. Is there such a thing as a temporary trait?
Yeah.
Could I have like a temporary trait while I'm mind jacked with Susan?
Yep. Call it mind jacked.
Okay. Okay. So I'll bid that.
Okay. So you have the trait mind jacked as you bid it, and describe how you execute Dolby's orders.
I basically use the connection I have with Susan to go through the different comms channels and or internet channels to upload a preliminary flight path to the flight control and
Flight control
relay
in a
that.
very deep voice says, "Cool, man, you're good to go."
Thank you for the permission. We will be departing momentarily.
As you guys lift off, and the cool met finally takes off. As you exit the dome,
And it explodes. No?
into the atmosphere. It's cool sailing. It is beautiful out here. As you swing around the refinery, you see the ocean. If you've seen the movie Oblivion, it looks like that. One of those big refineries that's like sucking up water and stuff. If you haven't, well, imagine a huge, like 10-story complex, massive thing. It's been starting to be rebuilt, and half of it is actually working. As you buzz it, spin around, maybe a little bit too close, Katrina, but you are confident in what you're doing. The rest of you, if you're watching outside, maybe your butthole, clenches a little bit. As you get, puckers. As you get pretty close. Skip Trace, you're in the gunner seat as you see this. Oh, shit. And you go which direction? I'm going to let the players help Dolby. I have given you all the map several times. I've shown it to you. You guys can help him in this decision. Talk about it. I'll give you 2 full minutes. Go. Table talk. Where should you go?
I do not remember him saying
He did.
where he was going.
Right, but there's also what the map looks like.
Oh.
There are a couple. This is like the SAT. There's a couple things that are obviously wrong, unless you don't remember what the map looks like, which is fine.
I don't think
We have the city here. Well, it's not. It's going to be different because the camera angle. You have the city here, and to the left over here was where I think the refinery was. We came in over here to the right of the city and came up this way, and that's where the train station was. I think the other settlement was this way, but I'm not 100% sure.
the other settlement's south.
Is it south?
Yeah.
Okay. Then it would have been this way. And Gostrom and stuff would have been over this way.
Yeah. Well, we know that Gostrom's not where Gostrom was.
Right.
Too bad. I mean, Cherokee Sue, I know we tried to wake him up, but I was punching at him, trying to get him up. And he just wanted to
he's a
sleep.
deep sleeper.
He's so tired. I had a little conversation I wanted to have with him. And it's tough to have that conversation. I might nudge him a little bit. Susan.
So if we're NPCing Cherokee Sue, I cannot make that decision for him.
Yeah.
All right, player's not here.
Yeah.
That's something that I don't know if he's gonna divulge or not.
Well,
That's actually really close to something, and I can't NPC that.
I had a whole thing that was part of my whole thing. So leaving the
Welcome
planet
to being an arbiter.
Yeah, leaving the planet
"Fuck!"
is not. I don't want to leave the planet yet. So I think we go west, because for some reason in my mind, I think that is the direction we need to go.
All right. As you start going west, you start going out over the ocean.
Susan, can you get some readings and scan the area, see if there's anything anomalies or weird or.
Absolutely, Captain.
Maybe it was northeast. I really can't remember.
Northeast is a different direction than west.
I know. Well, go this way 50 miles, and then
We are there. We're in a starship.
oh shit. Well then, go 50 miles northeast from.
Our scans indicate a landmass west on the other side of the planet.
Yeah. Well, that's farther than I think we need to go. I think we were just. Why don't you do a circle around? Like we're 50 miles away. Let's fly in a circle. 50
right.
miles circumference.
That's a really good idea. What do you bid to make this happen?
Archangel is evacuating to the west.
I bid dumb fucking luck. Does that still count?
Yeah. All right. As you guys do, go on.
Archangel is evacuating to the west.
Oh, he is. So he's Right. We are to the west.
Is that what you said?
That's what
I don't know what you're saying, Hulk.
I said. West.
Yeah, I know you said west. What Hulk are we talking about?
Dolby was told by Archangel that they're evacuating to the west.
Ah, sure.
By Archangel. Because they were evacuating to the west. The people in the city were evacuating to the west way back, I think, when we were bombing them.
In the fight.
In the fight. But right now we're
La Resistance.
La Resistance. I think we just do my idea. Just hold this coordinate, Susan or Katrina, and we'll come back to here. Just fly around in a big circle, 50 miles around the city.
Since you all have bid and these sorts of things, and Holger, thank you so much for the notes. You'll get a narrative point. That specific note has to do with within the settlement itself, the west of the settlement, not outside of the settlement. As outside of the settlement to the west is ocean for a few thousand miles. Right? So that is not it unless we're going to Cthulhu, which we're not. As Dolby, you realizing this, do a circuitous, what's the word?
Circumference? Circuitous?
Circuitous? Someone look that up. Circuitous.
Yeah.
Orbit. Is that right? Is that the right word?
It's not an orbit.
You do a circle.
You
do a circle based on where the part is in the settlement. Woo! That's what you do.
While we're
swing around, huh?
Never mind.
You're the one driving, motherfucker. All right, how high are you in the atmosphere?
I think we're probably 10,000.
No, I'm asking Katrina.
Oh, go ahead.
Well, since I know that he's deliberately trying to look for, Archangel, I'd probably do roughly 1,000 feet above elevation.
Okay, you are not high. All right, as you guys are like, you guys are busting ass at like Mach 5.
A little higher. A little higher. A little higher.
Ooh, you are hauling ass.
Katrina, can you please just like maybe 5,000 feet? Just maybe 5,000 feet. Air resistance is bad down here.
Katrina will cut in. It's empty wasteland. Calm down.
Yeah, but the air is thicker down here. It's this. You're an expert.
And I also know the parameters that the ship can handle.
Okay, so you're aware, Katrina. You were going 62 miles a minute.
Yep, I sure am.
That's how fast you're moving. You're moving.
We got there
extremely fast.
We got there in 45 seconds.
Yeah, you're moving very fast. Just
gotta get a little
1,000 feet
higher.
up. You were sonic booming everybody.
So there's nobody out there.
Good thing we're over ocean.
The sea is like.
At that speed, the coolmint will gain altitude.
It's true. That's true. It's a heavy atmosphere too.
Higher. Get higher.
If it doesn't break apart, it will gain altitude. But
you guys got shields and fucking armor in science fiction. As you gain some altitude, holding down, the ship's like even with the inertial dampeners, it's heating up. As Susan's like, the ship is heating up.
Katrina, higher. You gotta get higher.
How about we just slow down since you want to do this holding pattern bullshit?
Yeah, let's slow down like a little bit. Why don't we go to like Mach 1?
How about we do Mach 0.5? How about that?
I got you.
Right,
I got you to 15. I need you to 1. Holy shit!
All
Warn
right,
a
so-
warn a motherfucker next time.
As you swing around, getting over the mountain range to the southeast, where Gostrom was, in relation to where you were, you're over a load of mountains. Okay, a whole load. Off to, you're only 1,000 feet up, so you really can't see that far.
1,000 feet above elevation. Just to make clear.
Yeah, well, I mean,
yeah.
the settlement's like 100 feet above sea level because the sea's right there.
No, fair enough. I just want to make clear that I'm trying to make sure that you don't.
All right, fine.
Try and say everyone's
1,500 feet up.
Need to get a little higher.
Still not that high. You're not even a mile in the air.
That's fine. I just want to make it clear that, so you're not going to say, and you crash into a mountain. No.
And 1,500 feet is not that far, dog.
35,000 feet.
Just up a little bit.
You are really low. You are extremely low. Let me put it this way. To jump out of a plane, that's like 3,000 feet. Yeah, 1,000 maybe.
A jetliner is at 35,000.
Yeah.
You guys are really low.
I was gonna say 10,000 feet. When can we get to 10,000 feet, please? At least maybe 20,000 would be good.
Like right now, you can see people walking. They're like, "Oh God!"
As they get blown over.
Mach 5.
We're doing 0.5 now, and we're Katrina will go up to 5,000 feet max.
Katrina,
That's where she's
really low.
Katrina,
really low.
Can you go to 15,000 feet? Can we make a compromise at least? Just up a little bit. I want to be above the mountains when we're flying.
Okay.
At
Oh my God!
To skydive. Check this out. To skydive, you need to be about 10,000 feet to skydive. Okay.
Uh-huh.
A mountain in this area, or I mean, normal mountains, a mountain has to be at least 3,000 feet, at least from sea level.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
If you're at 1,000 feet, you are absolutely running into mountains.
Yeah.
Okay. Understand the language I'm using here. I'm being very specific. Now we're at 5,000, but we're going with 1,000. 1,000 feet above elevation means 1,000 feet above the terrain I'm above.
Okay, so you guys are about
Betting distance away from.
you guys are about 5,000 or 6,000 feet up. Okay, sure, fine.
Katrina,
You're still really fucking low.
It's a little low. Can you please just a little bit higher? Just a little bit higher. I want to see the horizon. I want to be able to scan over the mountain range, not in the mountain range.
Katrina,
You've like looped like 3 times.
Katrina sets the elevation marker for 5,000 feet above elevation, and that's it.
All right. As you can see a little bit out, and this is what you see. Lots of mountains and lots of ocean as you are doing this orbit.
Just flying around in circles. Scans? Is there anything?
What are we looking for?
I don't know. Anomalous readings. And maybe slow down. Mach 1?
I already told you. I already said Mach 0.5.
Oh, Mach
You are
0.5.
You're Mach
You're
0.5.
Okay, fine. All right. Anomalous readings.
Yeah, you're going around the speed that an airplane goes right now.
Yeah. So, like, I don't know.
So you're doing the thing where like you're going around the airport, waiting for, people to get out of the way. Yeah. So it's pretty comfortable. Yeah, it's pretty comfortable.
Yeah.
Extremely slow for a spaceship.
Susan?
Yeah, what are you guys doing? You're flying.
Anyone? Any ideas, Skip?
Bueller. Bueller.
Sorry, you guys are in hard mode. I'm not going to give it to you.
Thought you were supposed to be scanning. I'm in the gunner
All right.
section. I can't.
Well,
I haven't seen
okay.
anything.
Cool me. I'm gonna bid Cool me. Cool me. Can you fucking
Oh.
scan?
Absolutely, Captain. What is the rank you gave her?
Sergeant.
You made her an E4,
Mm-hmm.
so she's not an officer?
She is an officer. What's the next? Corporal? I don't know.
I am a corporal.
Oh, so sergeant.
What responsibility / authority do you want her to have? That's a good question.
I want her to be the assistant pilot, you know. Basically,
Okay. So she'd be a second lieutenant.
second lieutenant.
Okay. So she is an acting second LT. So you know her rank
Is
is
major.
above yours. Her rank in the PNB is one above you.
Yeah, she's a major.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't
yeah.
matter. But
But she was nothing
Just so you're
when
aware.
I found her.
correct. Ooh. Ooh. All right. As you tell her this, her being a pilot, as she sits down next to you, Katrina, you see her jack in and start sending you sensory data.
Katrina, I will bid metaphysical.
Yep.
And I'll say to Susan, through the mind link, can you detect any unknown or let's say exotic energy signatures below us?
When you say exotic, what do you mean, Katrina?
I mean, not coming from an apparent known source. This person, Archangel, utilizes unknown technology.
I sense no unknown technology.
Are there any based on current scans, can you detect any conflict zones?
Scanning. Hulker, will you roll me a D12? Ken, will you roll me a D10? Skip trace. Where are you? You're in the dorsal gun or the ventral gun?
I would have probably gone to the ventral since we were looking below.
Okay. Where is Alice?
Alice is probably with Cherokee Sue. Silas is probably on the other gun.
Okay, so Silas is on the dorsal gun, so the top gun. Okay. Cherokee will be in the loading bay, just in case you have to drop down and rock and roll. Alice will be with him. No one is in the cryo chamber or in the storage places in the belly of the ship, and no one's in the mess or any of that stuff.
And Dole
Just so everybody's aware.
is recuperating.
Yeah, Dole's in the med bay. All right.
So
Skip.
Yep.
As you're looking around, are you bidding anything to check stuff out, or what's going on?
I will bid the front lines because I'm looking at the ground, kind of to see if there's any combat or if I see any signs of combat in the distance. I know what that looks like.
Skip, as you're looking down, you see a few nooks and crannies where perhaps there could be emplacements. You don't see any, but they're the places that you would, be looking. You would set them up. Go on.
I was gonna say this is a tiny bit of a sidetrack, but I wanted to give this a chance to play out before I have to go.
You better, because
one
it's about to
thing-
get hairy.
Yeah, fair. Fair. One thing I was
AKA
just
you
going
should
to
not go.
but I was gonna say to Susan, obviously through the mind jack, do you know the location of the terminal?
Yeah, you don't get to
planet?
do that and then bounce. What is the dice? What are the dice you guys rolled?
Oh,
You can find that out, but you got to stay the course. I know you got to fix your bed, but that's the thing. What'd you get the dice?
I don't remember.
Holker and Dolby, yeah?
I got an 11.
Oh, I got
All right, that's 2
4.
successes.
I got 1.
All right, so Holker, that's 2 successes with Flare. So Flare, you get because you rolled. And then you got a 4, so 1. All right, so that's 3. As the scans go out, Katrina, Susan comes back. There is an exchange going on in the Nova system.
And
2 AU away.
That's
I don't know. I'm unaware of the intricacies of the exchange.
a battle or
Two
like
AU.
No, she's talking directly to Katrina.
oh
2 AU. Well, that interesting. That is curious. Although,
That means it takes 16 minutes for that sensory thing to go down, by the way.
yeah. Well, 2 AU is what the distance of Mars to
the
Earth?
sun.
86 million miles.
The sun to Earth.
Well, no. Well, that's 1 AU. 2 AU
it's
would
twice that.
be
186 million
yeah.
miles.
Be about
Yeah.
to Mars. It's about 16 minutes.
That's so weird.
It's far.
Interesting. Yeah. Interesting. I don't think that's what we're looking for, though. It does make me curious. But regardless,
She notifies you, Dolby. Dolby, as at the same time talking to you, Katrina. Captain Dolby, there is a firefight of some sort occurring 2 AU away from Novus Terra.
I'm gonna immediately. Can you open a channel to Grimm's headquarters?
Channel is open.
Or yeah. I'm gonna not go directly to Grimm because I would know whoever is in control of their fleet, which I don't know their name.
Yeah, you don't know it.
Oh,
They were all purged and or killed.
okay, good to know.
You did know it.
Yeah, no, it was Moriarty. I'm gonna radio in to the to the headquarters and say, I need the fleet commander. This is Dolby Newman, Captain Dolby Newman. I have got some readings that you guys should be advised of.
This is Lieutenant Colonel Cromwell. Cromwell's office, I should say.
Cromwell's office.
Go ahead.
This is Sec Clarence. I need to talk directly to Cromwell himself. Is that possible right away?
What do you bid?
I'm gonna bid authoritarian presence.
Ching. You're piped through.
Cromwell,
Who is this?
this is Captain Dolby Newman.
What can I do for you, Captain?
There is a firefight about 2 AU away from the planet. I'm not sure.
How did you come across this information, Captain?
I was running scans, testing out some equipment on a.
Why were you scanning the skies, Captain?
I was not scanning the skies specifically. Scans were being made on a test flight that we were making around before we took off back to.
Captain, I don't know who you are.
You don't know. I'm the guy that put Grimm in charge.
There's a pause. Go ahead.
I just wanted to give you a heads up on that firefight. You can do with it what you want. If you need assistance, please let me
What's your
know.
location, Captain?
We are currently flying around the city about 100 clicks, or not 100 clicks, 50 miles around the city.
Thank you, Captain.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
I think that we should probably go, guys. Don't know much.
Katrina, as you're swinging around, what are you doing? You've done the scan.
I mean, at this point, Katrina is just waiting for whatever Dolby wants to do
All right.
next.
Skip Trace, you're looking around. You have seen what you have. You doing anything in particular?
No, sir, I've seen some places where they could put encampments, but I have not seen anyone.
Burgess, where are you?
I'm in the bridge, or I'm on the bridge with
Yep.
Katrina.
Right next to Katrina and Call Me.
Yeah, and I'm cleaning the area.
Fucking cleaning shit.
Yes.
Yeah, Dolby, actually, where are you right now?
I'm on the bridge as well. Can we all be on the bridge? 4 people on the bridge?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a little cramped, but yeah. As you guys are rocking and rolling, action's on you.
Well, that was a weird conversation. Katrina, why don't you go ahead and get us into atmosphere?
Katrina will kind of smirk.
Go on.
And say, "Sure, I can do that."
You might
at
want
that
to.
point,
You might want to take
Dolby.
some evasive action.
Dolby, so you're aware, to put this in context,
Sure.
you were talking to Lieutenant Colonel, which I know you don't have this written down, but you really should write it down.
Right.
So you know their fucking ranks, because it does matter. Lieutenant Colonel Cromwell, you were talking up 2 ranks.
Oh yeah.
You're talking to the fleet commander.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I wanted to make him aware that was there, and that
I know, but
we were.
But you're not talking to your boss.
Yeah. I don't know who
You're
my
talking to your
boss
boss's
is.
boss.
My boss is Grim, as far as I know.
Let me see. That's about right. It's very high rank.
Sure. And we left the conversation amicably. I didn't catch his rank until you said it just now.
Yeah, it was Lieutenant Colonel Cromwell.
Okay.
I did say it.
Oh, you
Doesn't
did.
matter, but I did say it.
I know you said it. I have a memory of fish.
Okay, what do you guys do?
So, oh, this is gonna be fun. What the heck did that say? So, Katrina, I'm gonna bid line of greatness, and I am going to give Susan probably a heart attack, but also the robot version of a heart attack. But I will share with her the plans for a maneuver that involves killing the thrusters, using the maneuvering jets, or like waiting for the ship to start stalling out, using the maneuvering jets to angle the nose up, and then just full speed ahead.
Okay. She obliges. As you guys fall for a moment, you feel your stomachs go into your throats and then blast off at quarter speed. As old school style, you make exit, defying gravity like the old astronauts of yore. You are thrown back into your seats, and or if you're standing, you have your grab boots immediately activate as you're thrown against the bulkhead. Bulwark?
Bulkhead.
Bulkhead.
When Katrina's flying, I'm always sitting. Strapped
That's
in.
right. Dolby, you're going to gain a flaw.
Yeah.
Problem with authority.
Yeah. That sounds about right.
It eats at you, sir. Who's that guy? He's not even actually the person in charge. You know the person in charge. You put in charge the person in charge. Who is this person talking down to you? I think it eats at Dolby. Now, how that manifests is up to Dolby. No roll, but I do require a bid, unless you want to throw down.
I'll bid. I'm gonna bid. Shit. Military life is already taken. That sucks. I'm gonna bid scrum. Work together. Actually,
You have
no,
heard of this guy.
I'm gonna
go on.
I'm gonna bid my name, Captain Dolby Newman.
You have met many officers, especially people in the PNB. I mean, they have ranks. Sure. They're not Marines. They don't see the shit. They sit at desks.
Desk jockeys.
Desk jockeys. Get a pip. That's awesome. I love that. You heard this guy's name, let's say when you went to meet Grimm. Maybe even saw him. We're going to have to describe him here in a second, so everyone think of descriptions. His name is Lieutenant Colonel Henri Cromwell.
How do you spell that? Henri.
Henry, just without
Henry.
pronouncing the H.
Oh, Henri. Henri. I get it.
Holy shit. Wow, that's wild. Bald, red eyes,
What?
soft Californian skin. Probably goes to a tanning bed. Stands about 5'7", 5'8", round, doughy. This person has a sharp, extremely repulsive face.
Are you looking at the guy?
Yeah, no, I'm doing the NPC generator. That's all. The NPCs are NPC generators.
I mean, you.
Gestures profusely during conversation.
Yeah, you got to look at this photo.
Oh yeah, mustache wearing
Gesturing
motherfucker.
profusely, or is it saluting generously?
He's saluting generously. Get a narrative point. I hate you. Okay. You know that just from your own gut feeling, this person is probably lazy, Dolby. They are no replacement for Moriarty. Moriarty was a good officer. Dolby, whether you liked her or not, she was a good officer.
Mm-hmm.
Effective at the very least. This Cromwell person knows how to rise up in management, though. You know that he is violently allergic to grass.
The herb?
Grass.
Like Mary Jane?
No,
No.
like the plant. and sees that fighting is the solution to every problem, although he won't do the fighting.
Probably cussing.
As you guys wheel about and you go higher altitude, lower, what do you do?
No, we're gonna exit the atmosphere.
Remember I did that whole
You exit the atmosphere. Katrina. You all feel the weightlessness of space. And 2AU is really far to see. You can't see anything out there.
You know,
But you're in orbit.
We are not ordered to engage, so let's find one. Katrina, why don't you put the coordinates in for Triluna and get us on the edge of this solar system before we go into cryosleep. I'd like to get a little bit further out before we go in. We're in a hot environment.
Actually,
Katrina?
space is quite cold.
Yeah, well, hot
Depends on
being
where you are. Katrina, where do you go? It's very easy to avoid whatever firefight that is. There's lots of degrees.
Yeah.
Avoid the firefight.
Is the firefight in the same direction as the direction of Triluna?
I mean, it's you're in a very dynamic sphere. It would not be difficult. If you're going a straight line, yes, actually it is. If you're trying to do a straight line. But you know, it is not difficult for you to go 0.5 off, as in 0.5 degrees off, in the same direction. They won't even see you.
Yeah, so that's what I do.
Yep. I completely get away from it.
As we're kind of pulling away from both the firefight and the planet, I'm gonna do one last message to Grim's office.
Yep. You do.
And it just to his secretary, thanking him for the artifacts and the hospitality, to please, and I give him my address, my email address or whatever, back home to get me messages if needed. And I'm gonna spend, as soon as we're far enough away from everything, and I feel like we're generating.
How far is that?
Where we put up the gravity drive, or
so that's the edge of the system.
The edge of the system.
Okay, sure. It'll take you a few hours. Katrina, are you hauling ass? Or are you going protocol?
There's no.
Oh, I'm definitely hauling ass.
Oh, okay. So what do you bid? Because this will if you're hauling ass, you're burning a fuel cell, one of your 10.
Yeah, we don't have a ton of fuel cells.
EVA specialist.
Okay. As you burn a fuel cell,
I'll mark
you're
that
going.
down.
Yep, you're going about a quarter the speed of light right now. Like you're not getting the proper dilation, but any faster than this, you would. The light sails are deployed, and it's one direction, straight line. As you juice the fusion drives to get up to speed, you guys all feel the juice for a good few minutes, and then you're smooth sailing, going about a quarter light. It'll take you several hours to get to the edge of the solar system before you deploy the gravity drive.
Susan, how many fuel cells will this trip take?
This will take one.
All right.
Assuming no dynamic movements.
I'm gonna need you to once we're on the edge, I've got a docket I'm going to have you send back to the Sol system.
Understood. Would you like me to use the relays or the Ansible?
Don't use the Ansible. Use the relays. I realize it'll cost a couple of fuel cells.
No, Captain. Sending a message will not cost any fuel cells.
Oh. I thought you said it would cost 2 before.
No.
Oh, well then, here's my debrief. And
would you like to tell me now or when we send it?
Yeah, when we send it.
As you guys are hours headed this way, as we go into the montage. Where are you all? What are you doing? It'll be 4 hours before you get to the edge of the system.
Katrina would just still stay in the pilot seat. I'll wait for you guys to finish.
Captain, do you want me to stay in the gunner's chair, or do you want me to go ahead and get the crowd beds ready for everyone?
Yeah, get the crowd beds ready for everyone, and everyone, if you guys want to meet in the mess and talk amongst ourselves before we get in the beds, take another trip. We should probably have a plan before we get to Triluna, so that is important.
Katrina, while that's all happening, she's sitting in the chair at the pilot seat. She'll message to Susan, so you can access the Ansible from here.
Of course.
What would, since our destination is,
I have Sec 6 clearance.
Shit, I don't have a playing card anymore. But
I love Drizzle's expression. He's just, wait a minute.
Yeah. No, I have plenty of questions, but I can't. They're after hours now questions. Because
Nope, they're not. Katrina, you do need to stay because something's going to happen. Katrina, as you're talking to Susan, Skip, you pop out of the gunner seat. Alice does too. I'm sorry, not Alice. Alice and Cherokee meet in the mess. Silas comes down. You guys meet in the middle, kind of like Han Solo and Luke Skywalker.
Yeah.
As you meet up, and they go to the mess as Dolby had ordered. Burgess, I'm assuming you're walking. Actually, you're in the cockpit with Dolby and Katrina.
Burgess walks ahead of everyone to the mess and starts making food.
Yep, you start making food. What food do you make? Think on it, and tell me here in a second because it will come into play. Skip, you go into the cryo beds. What are you doing and what are you bidding?
Oh, all the cryo beds I know because we checked them all already.
Yep.
So basically, all I'm doing is I'll go in and I'll bid military school.
Yep.
And literally, because I know that they're all ready to go, we've already checked them. So it's like me opening each cryo bed and like pushing the button to say that it's getting ready. So like all the cryo beds that we need, the doors will open. The person gets in, I'll shut them in, push the button, and
you're ready to rock and roll.
Yep.
Dolby, you see that you guys are about 30 minutes very close to the edge of the solar system. You could go into gravity drive here if you wanted. It's just not protocol. You'd want to leave the solar system. There's a huge Oort cloud as in, when I say huge, I mean extremely huge, that you can do gravity drive in. So at this point, you're pretty much out of the system. But technically, you need about 30 more minutes.
Yeah. Well,
Susan notifies you of this.
Wait extra time. We're gonna.
You're gonna have a little bit of time. Katrina is still locked into the seat. Coolme is kind of looking up at you, Dolby, to exit. Whenever you exit, she will exit as well. Skip. You get to a cryopod, the one in question. You notice that it's fine. However, it looks like there's a glaze, almost like something has splashed or spilt on the top of it and has run down. It's clear. And it just looks like some stuff you could probably wipe off the windshield of it.
I will look up where it would be coming from.
Roll me a d6.
That is a 5.
Okay, very good. You see one rock up there.
And it is the same rock.
Yep.
Sir, we have a problem. Those rocks that we opened on the third box, they may have had spores or something. They seem to be growing different places.
You hear Skip Trace echoing in the room. As you look down, you see the rock pieces behind the cryo bed. As you realize it wasn't a rock. It's an egg.
These are eggs. And I grab Lucille.
As you start to grab Lucille, the camera pans around. Skip Trace. And in the corner of the ceiling, a dark mass, maybe the size of, I don't know, a large suitcase, skitters into the shadows.
You know which one Lucille is, right?
Oh, yeah.
It's his knife.
Okay. Yep.
All right. World action. Most of everyone has gone into the mess. Those of you that are on the on the bridge are on the bridge. The action right now is on Skip Trace. Does anyone spend cunning?
I am.
I will spend cunning. I got that very cryptic message from Skip.
Okay. What do you two do? And this is the round, by the way. And then we will end this session.
I'm going to bid Fits like a glove to don my armor.
You do not have your armor on the bridge.
Yeah, well, I'm going to run to where my armor is and bid Fits like a glove.
All right, you cannot make it because you'd have to leave the bridge, go down the stairs, past the cryo chambers where Skip is, into the back where your shit is.
Oh, I get it. I was headed to the mess.
I mean, you could run and do that if you want, but you would run past the scene.
Yeah, I was headed to the mess, so that's where I was.
So you're standing in the cryo, unarmored, next to Skip.
No, I was probably in the mess.
No, you were in the bridge.
Yeah, but I ordered everybody to the mess. That's right. Fine.
Oh, ye loopholing D&D player.
I get it. I'm gonna bid.
No! I teleport to the mess. Sure, you're in the mess.
I'm gonna bid Moon Dance to get to where my shit is.
All right, you move through the room where this creature is, and you get there. That's as far as you can get.
Okay.
All right, Skip.
Okay, So right now, do we have gravity?
Katrina.
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to bid that's not a knife, as I've got Lucille out, and I'm going to like go over and try to stab where it was, or like to try and catch it, basically. Stab it
All right.
as it's skittering around.
Skip, as you turn, you see Dolby come out of the mess, going towards the back of the ship where all of your armor is, or where his armor is. As that shadow moves and your eyes plays tricks on you, as you start stabbing, clang, and it's not there. You are standing directly next to Dolby. You guys are like,
These things are fast. We'll tell everyone to get out their hand weapons, probably not guns, and let's see what we can do.
Dolby will slip past you, doing the moon dance. As Dolby, you get to the back where there's the med bay is below. You see the engineering and everyone's armor, dang, 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 standing up.
At this point, does Katrina know what's happening?
I mean, you know whatever is on the comms.
Yeah,
You would have known. You would have known the
it.
first part,
Okay.
like about
Then,
these being eggs and stuff. But the second part, where he was right beside me, I just said to him.
Okay. Well, the reason I'm saying that is because, well, it's
You gotta drop cunning to act.
Yeah. I'll wait.
Okay, Dolby, you get in there. So you slip in this well-lit room, because why would you guys have the lights off? As you see the armor.
And I'm gonna bid Fitz like a glove to don my armor.
Is Fits like a glove? That's an ability, right?
Yeah, it's an ability. It's
Is it one round?
One. It takes me one action to get into
All right,
the
describe how does Dolby get into his armor real fast?
Well, my armor is a relic, and Dolby's been wearing it and modifying it and like remodifying it for the last, I would say, 150 years. He's got these little straps that auto close, so it's kind of on auto open, like it's just open and ready to kind of clamp in,
step into.
It's like a firefighter getting into his gear, because they have to do it in under a minute.
Steps in the booch. Wow, steps in the boots.
Not. It is a thing to be seen, and basically he just sort of slides into it, and then flicks it on, and closes it, and like his sword and personal shield are right there.
Skip, you see Dolby slide into his armor, and I don't know, you guys tell me the relationship there. Have you guys seen each other prepare for battle? What is this moment? I think it's from the POV of Skip as you look over and see Dolby do this. So what is that? You guys describe it.
You hear me go, check before you get in.
I'm gonna build a flaw. Fuck it.
What does it mean, Drizzle?
It means that when you're in safari and stuff, before you put your shoes on, you check to make sure there's no scorpions in there.
We're gonna.
That's what that means.
Indeed, it does.
Yeah, we're gonna just risk it.
All right, as you risk it, you pull the ties tight, suit up. Dolby's, you turn around, pressurizing in your suit. Doesn't seem like there's anything untoward in here. You turn to see Skip Trace as the antagonist acts. Burgess, you hear this weird echoing sound Alice jumps. What the fuck was that? As Kulmi's like, I don't know. Where's the gun? And she is opening drawers and shit. Alice is looking at you. Did you fucking hear that?
I did hear something. Yes.
None of you have your armor on, save for Dolby. Anyone else?
I have my armor on.
Ah, you have your armor on. Anyone else?
I don't have a helmet on.
Okay. No one else has armor.
Wait, Katrina doesn't ever. No, I had my mic off. Katrina always has her armor on.
Always.
Unless, like, I specifically say, well, I mean, unless I
You're
specifically
stinky.
say I don't have my armor on.
Yeah, sure.
Katrina
You got your armor on.
doesn't.
Skip, do you have your armor on?
Skip does not, because Skip was going straight from the gunner into cryo sleep, so he didn't.
All right,
put it on
so
the
I'm going to
train.
give a narrative point to both Dolby and Skip for taking off your fucking armor while you sleep. As that is probably what you would do. Okay. As no one else does, save for Burgess, who's crazy, and Katrina, who's also crazy. As Alice is like, what the fuck? As she picks up a kitchen knife. And you see Burgess, the mess door close, slam shut. Burgess, when this happens, you hear an echo in your mind. Get to cover.
I
They're here.
go out. So I'm gonna do two things. I'm going to grab a frying pan and a knife
Fuck yeah.
because where I'm at, and I'm going to take cover
Under the
behind one
mess
of the,
table.
behind a table or a big object that tends to be in mess halls.
As you, Colney, and Alice throw over the table, you unlatch the clamps and throw it over. Because right now you have gravity, because you guys are accelerating. So it's acceleration gravity, if everybody understands what that means. Doors are shut. Skip and Dolby. Dolby, you're in the back room where the engine is. You hear the thrum, boom, 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 boom. Or I should say you feel it through the vibration because you have your helmet on. Skip, you do not. You're standing there. You see Dolby all armored up in the other room. He's a short distance away. The lights kind of flicker. It's still bright in here. It's not like you guys turned the lights off. And in the shadows, in your peripheral vision, something is watching you and is above you. As you look, you don't see it. Maybe out the peripheral vision, a little blur. Player action. What are you all doing?
Well, the first thing Katrina does is lock the doors to the bridge.
Dolby and Skip, you see chunk. The bridge locks. Katrina, what do you bid to do that?
That I bid. I bid my flaw a black sheep.
Yep. The rest of you, players, actions
Uh,
on you.
Good.
No, you go ahead.
I'm gonna flip on my personal shield. Chaos
Roll your
die.
d6.
It's a D8.
Oh, d8, excuse me.
Yeah. I'm gonna roll it again because that was that's a skullduggery. That's a 4.
Yep, so you get a +1 to it.
Um,
So mark that in the what it absorbs.
okay. Skip, where is it?
It's hard to tell. I can only see it in the periphery.
And can I bid calm under fire to look around?
So the main action here is to turn on the shield, it seems.
Yeah, okay.
Though you didn't bid to do it. So you turned on the shield. Okay, calm under fire to do what?
Just to look around and...
Sure. So you're going to have to move into the room.
Yeah, move into the room and look around.
Or at least somehow get your head in there and look around.
Oh, no.
So yeah,
I'm going
calm under
to
fire.
bid low light, which is probably better.
Okay. As you kind of poke your head in, or do you go all the way in?
I'm going to go all the way in and
As
stand next to Skip.
Next to Skip. Hell yeah. You bet you get a pip with bravery. As next to Skip, you two, these veterans, gonna fucking die. It's awesome. Looking around. Throw down. Be wits.
Oh.
Burgess, be thinking about what you're going to do because you're with a bunch of NPCs that are relying on you to not die. Skip, what are you doing?
Yes. I am bidding War Torn. So I am doing the thing where I've got my knife in my hand and I'm not looking. I'm trying to track with my periphery.
Ooh,
so
nice.
So I'm not like looking at it. I'm looking sideways. And then when I think I got it, quick action.
Okay, so you're ready. All right, so throw down. This will be your wits. All right, threshold is 6
Oh,
for
shit.
both of you. Very, very high. This is, I believe, Doom. Burgess, what are you doing? Katrina, you're next, by the way.
I'm going to go ahead and spend a breath.
Okay.
I tell the other NPCs to get behind me.
NPCs, behind me!
Yeah. I have a pan. I have a knife.
The door is shut. The lights go out. Lights go out. You hear Alice. Kumi grabs onto your leg and your shoulder. Get Alice on your right, Kumi on your left. Alice says, "Are you all right, Burgess?" As you can tell, she's not scared. She's trying to protect you.
Yes, step back. You might not want to be anywhere near this.
Oh, fuck. Kumi, come on. As they move back a little bit.
I get my laser sword out.
Uh-huh.
And just out of curiosity, does that thing glow?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's a lightsaber.
It does.
Yeah. So what do I see as a result of the glow?
Well, the question is, what color is yours? Dolby, what's yours? It's orange, right?
It's blue.
Oh, it's blue. What's yours? Green? Roll a chaos die. Let's see if it explodes.
Hey.
No.
You ignite your laser sword. The way that laser swords work in this, it's like a little metallic slinky thing that you fling out, and then through the kinetic energy, it keeps it straight. And it heats up. Basically a lightsaber. Green light flickers around, flaming on your laser sword, ripping up the atmosphere in this room. Being unarmored, yes?
Yes.
You see a shadow move off to your left. Something not human. But, Burgess, you have seen many things that are not real. Make a throwdown. Mind in action. Katrina, the lights go out. Only the holographic lights of Susan are there. You hear Susan. Katrina, Telemus, something is aboard the ship and affecting the environment.
What caused the disconnect in the electrical systems?
Unknown. Something
pinpoint-
electrical medical. Wow.
Electric.
Electric. Just go with it.
Can you pinpoint the source of the disconnect?
The cryo chamber.
Can we
As you see some
reroute
shadows, and you hear this
in with
creeping up
me?
behind you.
Son of a bitch. Is there a reroute possible while I stand up and pull out my pistol?
As you get yourself out of the chair, you kind of lose some of the connection as you're out of the chair, and everything seems a little more dim. And you're in the dark, looking around with
Yeah.
your pistol. What was the question you asked?
Is there a reroute possible?
Yes. I am working on
Please
it.
get on. Okay. Keep me updated. And then for this, I'll bid.
Here, everyone hears this power up. The lights do not lighten up. Power has been restored.
And the lights.
The lights are at full velocity. The lights are at full luminescence.
Then why are they not on?
The lights are on. Katrina, tell us.
They
Can you
don't
not
look like
see?
they're on.
Dolby and Skip. What y'all doing? You're back to back.
Yeah, because I had bid the. I was basically attacking. So I bid cool under pressure, which got me activated get shit done.
Yep.
And ended up with 7 successes.
Okay. You're attacking with Lucille.
Yep. So,
Describe the scene to all of us and especially to Dolby. You two, what is the scene that occurs in the cryobed chamber?
So
You two work together.
Yeah. So as we're sitting there close together, like I said, I'm looking, but from the side, and I do my quick maneuver thing. And I'm like, as I go, I'm like, here. As I stab at it.
And Dolby, what are you doing? You're muted.
I'm gonna pull out my laser sword and stab at it.
Roll your D, or did you already do it? No, D6.
I did
D8?
not.
You already
D8.
did. You did.
I gotta maintain, and that is an 8.
Oh, you get a +1. As you both go for this thing. Dolby, you do not see it. You just stab where Skip Trace does, and that will give you upper hand on your attack. So go ahead and roll your attack. Skip Trace, you got 7. Roll damage.
It is a how many over? It was only 1 over, right?
1 over.
Okay. So that's 4 damage.
Dolby, go ahead and roll your attack. Remember, you get your +1.
Sure.
And we'll say because Skip Trace showed you where, you get upper hand. So roll the better.
Oh. Well.
Of all of the dice you roll.
That is 4 with flare.
4 to hit.
4 or 5 successes, I guess.
Okay,
With
roll
flare.
damage. As Skip, you have shown him where the threshold is lowered.
Damage. Oh yeah. 2d6. Dang. There. That's not great. So that's 6.
Yeah. Remember, Skip, you can do proficiencies for damage
Oh, can I
if
do
you want to roll better. You can roll proficiencies on anything.
I'm going to do a violence proficiency on my damage.
So for people watching, proficiencies are rerolls. You spend a proficiency on any die you roll, including damage.
What was the threshold to hit?
Oh, for Skip, it was 6. For you, since you were shown the way, it was 4. So it is limbo.
And can I bid for additional successes, Ninja Gear, extra stuff for damage, or no?
No, that would be only to bypass the threshold. So right now, whatever your damage is half because you hit limbo. If you wanted to do Ninja Gear and all that bullshit to get a clean success, yes.
Yes, I would like to do Ninja Gear to do clean success.
So that's what I'd do. Yeah.
Add only 1 extra damage.
Okay. So 5 for Skip.
I'm going to do
Dolby, what'd you get?
Master at Arms to have 6 successes.
Okay. So that means you're above it by 2. So go ahead and roll damage.
I did. So that's 8.
Okay.
Terrible roll.
Skip. You spin, stabbing with Lucille. And you see this thing in front of you. Insectoid. Furry. Arachnid. A spider that's about half the size of your body. But it's elongated in its abdomen. It almost has what you would consider a waist and legs, as its toes are spread out. And its head, it has a neck, and its head is protruding as it looks at you with its 8 eyes. There's an expression on its face as you stab it. Your knife deflects off of its armor, skin, but as it pierces...
Titanus exoskeleton.
Indeed. As it pierces some, you see this orange liquid spill out as it shrieks and stabs at you. And in the meantime, you hear this as Dolby, you see from the peripheral, which is how you see apparently, cuts down, screaming, or perhaps a battle yell. Go ahead, Dolby.
Yeah, no, I want nothing to do with this little spider. And this little spider.
What does it sound like?
It sounds kind of like.
As he comes down, cutting into the bulkhead a little bit, you see this thing rended in twain as the blood, this orange goo, splashes both of you as it falls to the ground, part of it hanging there, kind of twitching. The other half falls to the ground. The shadows lift. Burgess. The lights come up. Katrina. Almost like someone, like a cloud going over the sun and then moving past. It's light again. Susan says, Katrina, are you having ocular disabilities?
Katrina, I'll say to Susan, are there creatures that have telepathic abilities in your database?
Of course.
Ones that could interfere with visual perception?
Of course.
Huh.
These are well outlined.
Can you provide me a data sheet on the particulars.
Of course. She pops into the main room. Captain Dolby.
Yes, Susan.
Are you okay? I sense a temperature degree differential in the cryo chamber.
There's an incursion of spiders. I guess they're from the planet.
Sir, it's the Krisk.
You're insane. There's no such thing as the Krisk. This is just a planetary spider. It got through the biofilter.
And I'll pull up the Sec 6 pictures of the Krisk and go,
It's much bigger ones.
that's what this is.
About twice the size of a Zen. Burgess, the lights come up. Alice is standing out next to you, ready to go. She has like a spatula and a fork. She's in like gray shorts, like little shorts that go above the knee, and like this tank top, ready to rock and roll. As the door opens, she runs out, padding on her feet. Think, 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 think. Is everything all right? As she sees what you guys see.
I think the captain took care of it.
Is that
That's
a fucking
it.
cockroach? Bart, take a look at this.
What's that? What the hell is that?
Does anyone want to bid to have seen this or to know what it is or anything? It's up to you guys.
Not bad.
No.
I am going to yell as I start to run off. It is the Krisk. I've got to make sure that the other one's not out. And you see me head towards the stove.
Fate roll. All right. Who's fortune? Who's false fortune?
I'll be
I will
fortune.
be false fortune.
Damn.
Oh.
Damn it.
They both said it's synchronous.
Who's fortune? Katrina.
I can do it real quick.
Yeah, you better. You better real quick. All right. What does your shirt say? Delta what?
No, it says Death Star, Imperial
Oh.
Academy.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
All right. Fortune and false fortune. Who are they?
I'm Fortune.
I want you to be excited about it.
I gotta fix my bed.
Yeah,
Purchase
well,
decided.
we have to fix the world. So, the
We're going to
stakes
do
are
it
thus.
one night.
Fortune is the other egg has not hatched. False fortune. The other egg has hatched. It's in the bridge. And it's going to fuck up Katrina. Welcome to the Arbiter being a dick. So, roll.
Well, that's not good.
75.
Yeah, Hulker's
9.
not allowed to be false fortune anymore.
No.
His rolls too good.
I'll spend a proficiency to read.
Be excited about it. Go on.
Let's do this.
What the? What the fuck?
You rolled a 5?
I rolled an 8.
An 8. Wait. You rolled a 9 and then you rolled an 8?
I sure did.
You can't roll
All
lower
right, I
than
rolled a
that, can you?
36.
That's actually
All
pretty
right.
good there.
That's one. Is someone else doing it? Or are we fucking up Katrina?
I will bid one.
Yeah? All right, we roll.
I got an 18.
Yay!
Yeah, I got a 13.
No.
All right, I will. Let me see if I got a proficiency left. All right, I'll spend one.
All right, this is the last one.
No.
73.
What?
73.
100.
Really? Well, you can't beat 100.
Nope.
You can
Not
tie
unless
it, but you can't beat it.
And it's not great when you do it.
As the door closes on the bridge.
But wait, it was already closed.
Yep, indeed. I'm just giving it cinematic hell. Skip Trace, you look and see the other egg has hatched. Perhaps it hatched during the fight. Who knows?
Both eggs are hatched. There should be a second one.
Okay. Where's the other egg? I say over the comms. And I'd like to spend cunning.
It's hatched.
I mean, where's the other?
All right, hold on the cunning. Of course, spend it.
Yeah.
Why not? You get to go first after the world action. Katrina.
Yeah.
As you look and you see this spider the size of half of your body moving around the bridge towards the main terminal, looking at you. It has a head and a neck and a waist and feet as it's moving around, looking at you. Do you spend any cunning or do you allow it to go?
I spend a cunning.
What do you do? Now, you and Dolby have both spent cunning, so you guys get to decide what happens when. Go.
I say to Susan, considering I still have all my armor on, Susan, decompress the bridge.
I cannot do that, Katrina.
Why? Why
That
can't you
would-
do that?
Why would I do that?
There's an intruder on the bridge.
What do you bid?
Insectoid.
I do not see anything, Katrina Telmus.
I'll bid warrior. No, tech mage. Tech mage. I'll bid tech mage.
Think on how you convince her. Dolby, what are you doing? You're spending cunning.
Where is it? I'm gonna put it on my comms.
Oh, I know.
Susan pops in. Katrina Telmus wishes to decompress the bridge,
All right.
Captain.
I'm gonna head to the bridge.
Should I allow her to do so?
Yes.
She says an insectoid life form is on board, but I do
Do
not
it.
sense it.
It doesn't matter. Do it. Anybody else on there?
Katrina, you see this happen. What'd you bid, Katrina?
No, tech mage.
How do you convince her to do it?
Given that I can obviously see the creature, I use my netic implant to basically create a holographic outline of the creature in my own field of view.
I see it, Susan says. As Susan tells you, Dolby, the bridge has been evacuated of air and atmosphere. You see this thing still standing there as it starts walking on the floor towards you, as you see two of its legs walking as two of them drop to its side as the other two fold its arms as the other two walk towards you and gesture towards you, touching you, Katrina.
Katrina again communicates with Susan. Do you have any information on the target?
I see a fucked up motherfucker. She says, I see what you're sending me, Katrina Thomas. I suggest evasive action. As you see this thing with its hands, perhaps you could say, grasping towards you. Dolby, what are you doing?
Helps.
If I think it's on the bridge, I'm gonna head toward the bridge. Is there any way
You're
to
there.
put it in? Do I know if there's a way to? I guess I should bid for this. I'm gonna bid a kettle
Okay.
to know how to get on the bridge and like is it like shut the airlock behind me in the interim place between the bridge and the main cabin. Does that exist?
Do you have a pip?
I do have a pip.
Okay, spin a pip, and there is an airlock between the bridge and the cryo chamber.
All right, and I'm gonna hit
So you
that button.
So you hit kettle as you walk into that newly little liminal space. Anyone else going in with him who has spent cunning,
Yes.
you can be there with him. If you
Yes,
spent
I'm following the captain.
okay, spend cunning and you can be with him. Skip.
No, because I
Yeah,
don't
it's
have
Probably not a
armor
good
on.
idea.
All right. As
And-
Burgess buffaloes himself through, pushes in, as the airlock is open, and you see this it's not an insectoid, it's an arachnid standing in front of Katrina, reaching out a hand. This is all cunning. So, Dolby, that's what you're able to do. Burgess, you're able to get there. Katrina, what are you doing?
Katrina
6.
would. I don't know. Katrina would actually hesitate
two,
because it doesn't seem to be inherently.
As you
hostile.
hesitate, it grasps onto your shoulder. Sanity roll.
Okay.
The ship spins. Both of you, as well as Skip Trace, bid or throw down to maintain your balance.
So that's 2 successes.
That is nowhere near what it needs to be. It is threshold of 6.
I'll just spend a breath to go to limbo.
As you sit there realizing it is speaking directly to your heart, your liver, your brain. It's saying things you do not understand, and it hurts. As you feel yourself shitting and pissing at the same time. There's a white noise of going on. Everything is blurry. You're aware of a laser sword and Dolby. And behind him, Burgess. As it's
I'd
touching
say-
you.
On reflex, Katrina would launch the harpoons that are on her armor into the creature.
All right. As those harpoons roll damage. Player turn. Burgess and Skip. We'll go Skip first.
I bid tough to not fall. when the
Yep,
ship
as you-
started spinning.
Burgess. I'm sorry, Burgess. I keep on calling you Burgess. Skip Trace, what are you doing?
I will
Yep.
proceed to head up from the storeroom back. I'm going to try to get to my armor.
Yep, you get to your armor. You start putting it on.
I check it first.
Oh, you check it, do you?
Yeah, I do.
All right, tell me high or low.
Low.
Dolby, roll me high or low.
Low.
Nothing in there, dude. It's clean. As you get in it,
Yeah.
get a narrative point. Hell yeah. Dolby and Burgess, actions on you.
I'm gonna attack the spider. Give it all
You
I
do
got.
4 damage.
Poor spider.
Little spider.
Katrina, as you see it, you see it grip onto you. Drizzle, roll me a d12.
Well, that's good.
Ugh. It is a 12.
As its talon clamps down on your shoulder and through your armor, through your body, out the other side. 12 damage.
And I'm dead.
You're at 0?
Uh-huh.
Well, you got wounds and sanity.
There's no way you're
I
dead.
sure do. I mean, okay, I guess I have sanity, so I have.
I mean, if you haven't healed in this long and you've been hanging out bleeding out your ass, then you deserve to die. Say something if you're wounded. You've had like 3 fucking sessions to heal.
I only have 6 each.
You get
But
plot armor.
I do-
What are you talking about?
Yeah, it's 6. But yeah, so I have 6 of whatever. I don't know.
I mean, it's up to you. If your character dies now, she dies. It is up to the player to disseminate between wounds and sanity.
I don't know. It's not good. Whatever it is.
No, it is not good. So, do you go all the way wounds, or do you do some wounds and some sanity?
I guess some wounds and some sanity.
Yeah. Katrina gets hurt. Flaw on the armor. It goes straight through the armor. As though it doesn't even matter. Of course it does mechanically because you get plot armor from it. But it's as though the armor does not matter. All right. Who's next?
I got.
Okay, I really do have to go though.
I got
I know. Well,
eight
you
successes.
should wait 3 minutes. 8?
Yep.
All right, that hits the 6 that it is by 2. So go ahead and roll damage.
Okay.
Damage plus 2.
Well, part of the reason I wanted to get 8 successes is to do more damage.
Yeah, that means you get a
So-
clean success.
That is 8 plus some.
Maybe 2 plus, not 8.
No, I just
'Cause
rolled
the
8.
threshold- Yeah, the threshold is 6.
Right.
Oh, I see. You rolled damage 8. Yeah.
And so that's 10 plus 11.
Burgess, you doing anything?
Yeah, I'm going after him with a sword.
All right,
It's
go ahead and
11
roll
damage.
it. Do it all. Bid and roll for it. 11?
Yeah.
I'm going to
Dolby.
be fresh out of basic training.
Yep. Threshold for you is 5.
And don't I also have to roll a chaos dice?
Oh, you've already rolled it because you ignited your deal.
Okay, yeah.
Unless you're going balls out, and then in which case you would roll it.
So the threshold is 5?
Yep.
I can't even make that. But I'll try.
Okay. You bid, throw down. You throw down your dice. You can activate 2 abilities that could apply. You can activate 2 ninja gear that apply, and you can do proficiencies that apply, or you can spend breath to immediately go to limbo. Oh my fucking god.
Whoa. Oh, wait, damn. So that's 2 successes.
Okay, you miss. As Dolby, you come up, you slice it in half. Tell me how you kill this thing.
Well, I don't like things that I don't like on my ship, and I don't like the Krisk because I don't believe in them. And these are spiders from the planet, and I'm gonna murder kill anything on this thing. So I'm just gonna take the pointy end of my sword, and I flip the sword up and put it and cut it through its head and body, stabbing directly to.
Tell me your derangements and how many ticks you have on them.
I've got a lot of them. Personality, I have 3 derangements. Tics, I have 2, and then psychosis, I have 1.
Katrina, what derangements do you have?
Phobia, and I don't have any ticks on it.
That's it?
Yeah.
Now you do. Roll a d4. It's gonna be arachnids.
2.
Burgess, what are your derangements?
My derangements, I have 2 dissociative and 1 psychosis.
Burgess, as you see this happen, what is Burgess's takeaway from what he has just seen with Katrina, Dolby, and this thing?
Extremely creeped out with that thing.
Okay.
Just extremely.
Sounds like a phobia. Phobia 1. Tink.
Yep.
Dolby, your personality derangements go down by 2.
Whoa.
As you stab this thing, it injects itself into your mind. And you see a whole race of beings in a different way of life. And who Dolby is jilted. What he knows, he questions. As the thing falls to the ground, Katrina, spiders are a problem. They're not like a huge problem, but a big spider just touched you and stabbed you. You slump over, bleeding profusely. Dolby, before you have time to even think about what the fuck you just thought, Katrina is pouring blood. Burgess is standing there thinking. The door is opening. Skip Trace is running in because Susan has just said shit's gone down on the bridge, and we're in the montage. That is the end of the session.
Pointy.
Okay. Well, I will let
fix your
someone
bed.
else. Yeah, well, no, I'm not gonna have time now because I gotta go cut a new board and stuff. So
You gotta
That's gonna
cut
be
a
a
new
tomorrow
board for
problem.
your bed? Did you literally
Yeah.
build your own bed?
yes, yeah.
It's called being a
Okay.
badass, Bill.
It's true. I have never built a bed.
But
Although I've never built a bed. I've never built a bed. What do you mean?
All right,
what do you have to
I
build a
built a
bed?
bed.
I don't understand.
I took cinder blocks and
the slat, like the slat broke, so I'm gonna have to cut a new one.
When you say slat, do you mean like half your bed fell down?
Well, not like half it. One of the slats, like the slats that go under the bed to hold up the mattress, one of them broke.
Oh.
I've
But I mean, you have other slats.
experienced that before.
Well, I need. Well, yeah, but like I need those where they're at. So I have to go cut a new one. But
Have
that'll
more
be it.
what?
Well, that
All right.
yeah. Anyway.
Well, thank you for being here longer.
Yeah. Good job.
Anyone get goals at all?
I got 2.
No.
Nope.
I guess I need to change mine. But I will see you guys next week.
Good
Peace
night.
out.
Night, everyone.
Bye.
Write down the main goals. Party
You got-
goal.
I got a major and a minor, and I got one last week too. That if you didn't count it, then count it.
I'm pretty sure I counted it last week. If you
Okay.
told us last week, then I counted it.
I said last week.
Okay, then that puts us at 45.
45,
So close.
but
Hulker,
so
any goals?
far away.
No, not tonight. But I'm glad, Drizzle, you're keeping track right now because I haven't made it to the end of the night.
How did you not
last
get a
few
goal?
days.
Yeah.
How did you not get a goal tonight, Burgess? I thought we calmed your demons. I mean, this is after hours talk, but the psychological
Indeed.
experience that you got,
So-
it seems like.
Let's end this and we'll go into after hours for about 10-15.
Yeah.
I got to go, so
All
I
right.
will talk to you all later.
Hulker.
Thanks
Bye,
for
man.
joining us on this wonderful Monday evening for the role-playing games that we play called Into Space.
Super Space.
Peace.
Peace out, man.
Right.
Our cast tonight was Bill Bunkum, Andrea Elliott-Johnson, Daniel Hulker, Drizzle, and Ken Howl. Scored by all lowercase letters, Mr. Interrupt. Thanks to our Patreon members, Tim Roberts, Daniel Hulker, Nostalgic, and Natalia Cline. Couchfire Media brought our production and shit that you saw on the screen, as well as Trois Replay Productions did a whole bunch of shit as well.
Those guys.
So
Those guys.
stick around next week when we play Into Space on our Twitch, DreadLore. Why don't you stop by and say something next time?
You better.
Bye.
You better. Brr.